what we're going to do is we're working on a fish cleaning video. I've got a couple little crappies here that I want to fillet out and show you how to do it. And it's not real little, but they're... Anyway, what I do is I use usually a good fillet knife, and this is a Rapala. What you do is you get right in here behind this fin and go up toward the head like so. Just cut that down till you feel like it hits the backbone, and then just invert your knife. Now don't cut straight up like this because you lose a lot of your meat here. I usually go up around the gill like so, and then I just come back this way and just come down like so. You can see that. Just take your time. Anyway, a sharp knife, you can feel those ribs busting loose. And you just keep cutting like so. See how that just kind of come right down to your tail like so. Leave a little bit of skin right here on your tail. See that? How that's holding on there? Okay, what you do is you just take and move your fish up, flip that over like so. And then you just take your knife and start here. Get right down to the skin, right here. You can, don't cut through, just kind of angle your knife in, and then lay it flat, and just kind of, as you're pulling it, just kind of slice with it, and that'll let your light knife do some work. A lot of people try to push that knife through, but if you just slice, just like so, you'll end up with a nice fillet. See, we got every bit of meat off of that. See that? Now we're going to do this other side. I'll show you. Just like so. And you can really go through these fillets in a hurry like this. I mean, you can clean a bunch of crappies in a hurry. You just go ahead and cut like so, down to the back. Flip your knife down along that backbone. Just keep, you can hear those, you hear those bones popping along, the rib bones popping. Just keep that flat along that backbone. And then you got this right here, this little bit of skin. Take your knife and just flip it right over. And then take your knife, start again, hold it flat against the skin, just slice a little. Don't try to just push it through. You have to slice like so. Nice slicing motion. There you go. You've got that nice fillet. And now what we're going to do is you got this nice fillet here. We want to get rid of these rib bones. So just go right along the ribs here, just like so. Just follow them down and then come around. And you got rid of their bones. You don't have to worry about anything. You got boneless fillet right here. Beautiful crappie fillet. You do this with all your game fish like crappie, bass, bluegills, white bass, things like that. You end up with a nice boneless fillet. But look at that, isn't that beautiful? You do the same thing on this one here. See these rib bones right here? Go right down. Sometimes you just go straight down right here. And that way you'll end up getting rid of this little bone. There's sometimes on some fish there's a little bone right here. If you go straight down and just follow those around, it takes a while to get used to it. And there you go. You got a nice fillet, just like so. Okay, got those two fillets. Now we got another little crappie. We'll do her again, just so you get the hang of it. Okay, we're going to go ahead, put that knife in there like so. You can feel that going. You feel those rib bones getting cut. Like I say, if you try to push through, you'll have a hard time cutting through rib bones. But if you got a sharp knife and just rock it, you'll get through them just fine. See that? And then you can just, all in one motion, cut that away. Just like that. Beautiful fillets. We'll do her again here. Get under that fin, just like so. See how I kind of rock that back and forth? And then you can just kind of get that just like so. Flip it over. kind of slice back and forth to your rib bones. Just go like so. Voila, you're done. Alright, that's about as easy as it gets. You can do a pile of fillets like that in an hour. I mean a lot. The next time we'll try it on with an electric filleting knife. A lot of people don't have the electric ones when they're starting out. So this is a good way to start with the fillet knife. Make sure it's sharp. Don't forget, just cut behind the head. Just turn your knife and just go slowly. Rock it, and that'll rock and slice, rock and slice. Slicing works a lot better than just push it. What we did is we went fishing yesterday and we caught some fish, but the ones we kept were hooked too deep. They were going to die. So they're little bluegills and crappies. But this is what you do. I'm using an electric fillet knife on them today. What you do is you go ahead, do the same thing you do with the regular knife. Get it down in there and then just let your knife do the work. Most people with an electric knife don't let the knife do the work. So what we did is, you do exactly the same thing. You flip it over and you let that knife do the work here. You see how that knife is doing the work? Got that fillet off of there. We'll set that aside. No, hardly any meat wasted. We're going to do this side here. Go ahead and do the same thing. Cut up behind the gill toward the head, the front of the head here. And what we want to do is we want to make that turn before you cut through the backbone on fish. Sometimes you'll cut through the backbone. You see how that knife is going real slow? That's because I got a lot of extension cord on it. And when I came back from Oklahoma, I accidentally let it sit in some water. So it's not doing so well. But see how that easy that takes that off? And I'll show you how we do this. We're just going to go ahead and do these fish. I'll just show you how I do it. Go up around the gill plate, behind the bottom fins. You get down there, just go ahead and make your turn just like you do any other fish or any other filleting knife. See that? Let it do the work. Very easy. You can clean a pile of fish with these knives. I mean a pile of fish in a hurry. I use this type of a knife for a lot of different fishing. For a lot of different fish. But you can clean big fish, little fish, whatever you want. The only thing you got to do is, remember, let your knife do the work. I'll make sure I'm plugged in all the way. Sometimes I'm not plugged in all the way. There we go. Got some little bitty bluegills here, but I don't like to let them go to waste. So what I'll do is I'll get... Hey, that fillet might only be the size of a potato chip, but that's alright with me. Sometimes you have to, just like so. You can do this easily. If you're doing a lot of fishing, a lot of people are and you want to clean a lot of fish, a lot of people are intimidated by an electric knife for some reason. Actually, I find it much easier to use than a regular knife. That's just me. You see how I'm doing this? If you go too deep here though, you're going to cut right through the backbone and you don't want that. If you do, just what the heck. You can work it out. See how that does that? Well, I use this fillet knife on everything.